Good morning. It's Thursday morning, and you can just barely see the bridge in the background. It's very foggy out this morning. But as we do every Thursday, I want to share with you a little wisdom for your day from the book of Proverbs, chapter 16, verse 2. I want to begin by saying or asking you, am I the only one who is always right? Who always has the right answer, the right way of doing it? Am I the only one? At least that's the way I feel a lot of the time. I feel like I'm always right about things until I'm wrong. Let me give you two examples of many that happened this past week. It's spring and it's time for grilling, and our grill is pretty much died, so we went out to Walmart to purchase a new grill, and I went there, and I hate shopping, any kind of shopping, but I saw a grill that I liked, and I was ready to throw the box because it was unassembled, throw the box in the cart, and Suzanne comes along and says, are you really sure that you want to put that grill together? And I said, well, maybe you're right. Of course, I was right, but I figured I'd let her have this one. So I said, maybe you're right. And we went on. We went to Home Depot where the grills are all assembled and picked out one there. And then the challenge was to get it home. I had my truck. So Suzanne made a suggestion. She said, how about you put it on, just lay it down on its back so it doesn't move around. And I said, no, that's crazy. I got this. So she went and sat down in the cab, and I stood up the grill, I moved it against the cab, and I secured it with two bungee cords, secured the bottom legs to the cab, and came back in, sat down, and said, that's not going anywhere. And it didn't. For about a half mile. And then about a half mile down the road, we hear this big bang in the back, and the grill had fallen face first because I secured the bottom legs, but I did not secure the top. It was top heavy. And so it fell down, dented the grill on both sides. But we got it home. And when we did get it home, we put it in its place. I just happened to take out the manual, which I didn't really need for assembly because it was all assembled. But I looked at the manual and I saw 10 pages and dozens, if not hundreds of parts. And it turned out that Suzanne was right and I was wrong. Again, I tell people that my wife is right about 98% of the time. And I'm right 100% of the time in my own eyes. And that brings us to our proverb this morning. Proverbs 16, verse 2. All of a man's ways are right in his own eyes, but the Lord weighs the heart. We are right 100% of the time. All of our ways are right in our own eyes. Let's take that in its two parts. First, all of a man's ways are right in his own eyes. We have that tendency to think that we're right. It reminds me of another proverb that says, I'm trying to remember that other proverb that's very, very similar to this one, that says that a man's ways, there is a way that seems right to a man, but the end is death. There's a way that seems right, and that's what this proverb is saying. It seems right in our own eyes. Now, the second part is the important part for us this morning. But the Lord weighs the heart. The Lord knows what we do not know. He sees what we do not see. It's the difference between eyesight, what we see, and insight, what the Lord sees. You remember what the Lord said about the eyes? When it came to judging, he said, first take the log out of your own eye, and then you'll see clearly to take the speck out of someone else's eye. Now, he was using a figure of speech. There really isn't a log in my eye. most of the time, but there is something in my heart that gets in the way. I don't see what God sees. I don't know what God knows. So today, maybe remind yourself as you start your day that you are not always right, that you need others, and certainly you need the Lord. So I would suggest a 3-step program to give you insight. Number 1, pray and ask for insight from God, who is the source of wisdom and all knowledge. James tells us, if any of you lacks wisdom, let him ask of God. And so that's number 1, pray. Number 2, take the log out of your eye, or rather examine your heart to make sure there isn't something there that's getting in the way, some sin. And then third, listen to others. Listen to others and be willing to see things through their eyes. And you might just see something that you don't see through your own eyes. Take it from me. Take it from me. And have a wonderful Thursday. I look forward to seeing everybody on Sunday. It's so exciting as we meet for Palm Sunday. And then Easter, and then beyond, we're going to continue to meet in person unless things change. It feels like we're turning a corner on this whole COVID thing. So look forward to seeing you for worship on Sunday. God bless.